I'm waiting for the recording to start. I'm here. Okay, good evening, dear students. So, today we are going to learn about factorization of polynomial. This factorization is basically by using the division of polynomial. Last day we have learned division of two polynomials. Then by applying division, we can say whether one polynomial is a factor of other or not. That concept we are going to learn today. A student, for division of polynomials, two polynomial, one as px, another as gx will be given to you. Then, if the polynomial px is of higher degree than that of gx, then px can be divided by gx. So on dividing polynomial px by another a smaller polynomial gx, you will get a quotient. Let that quotient be qx and remainder be rx. Then there is a relation between these px, gx, qx and rx. That relation is nothing but division algorithm. What is that? That is dividend is equals to divisor multiplied by quotient plus remainder. So the same thing can be written here. So dividend px is equals to divisor gx into quotient qx plus rx. Okay, this is the general condition which is always applicable. Now, if on dividing, say the remainder is coming at 0, at that time this expression turn into px equals to gx into qx, because here I have to substitute rx value as 0. When rx is equals to 0, nothing is being added, or 0 is added to gx into qx, means it becomes gx into qx. In this case, the polynomial px is equals to product of two other polynomial. One polynomial is gx, another polynomial is qx. So in this way, the single polynomial px is broken into two smaller polynomial, one as gx, another as qx. Okay, so these two smaller polynomial gx and qx are called as the factor of polynomial px. So sometime a bigger polynomial will be given to you, another smaller polynomial will be given to you, and you have to tell whether the smaller polynomial is a factor of bigger polynomial or not. At that time, what we have to do? You have to divide the bigger polynomial by a smaller polynomial. If the remainder is coming at 0, then the smaller polynomial will be the factor. The other factor can also be calculated. Though we have also learned that this factorization can also be done by applying splitting the middle term, where single quadratic polynomial was splitted as the product of two smaller polynomial or two linear polynomial. Each of the two linear polynomial were the factor. So what all these things are? These things we are going to learn with the help of example and with the help of question. A student, the important thing that we have to learn is what? Division, or basically the application of division. So this is nothing but this is the application of division. When Rx is equals to 0, then polynomial Px is equals to Gx into Qx, then Gx and Qx are the factor of Px. So it is one of the application of division of polynomial to check whether the given polynomial is a factor or not. Okay, so how the questions are framed? Let me write a question. So the question is that it is like this one. So for the following find px by gx, we have to first get this px by gx, means division of two polynomial. Also find quotient and remainder, and this way you have to conclude, or you have to tell whether gx is a factor or not, and tell whether gx is a factor of px or not. This we have to do. A student, whatever the division we have learned, applying the same division, we can get the quotient and remainder. And after observing the remainder, we can say it is a factor or not. The same thing can also be verified by factorization method. Those things we are going to learn. A student, so let me solve the very first question, or rather than going for the first question, let me go for the second question. Because just division we have done earlier, let me go for the second question. A student, this was also given as homework to get the quotient and remainder by division.
Yes, sir.
So I hope you might have obtained that, but please verify with me. So for the second question, px is 6x square minus of x minus of 2, and gx is 2x plus 1. Now, a student, can you tell me, means whatever you have done in your homework, what were your quotient in this case? What did you calculated, and what were the remainder in this case? Yes, tell me one.
The remainder is equal to 0. The remainder I got 0.
Zero. Other student, yes, Valino, and what is quotient?
Sir, quotient 3x minus 2.
Very good.
Yes, sir. Same.
Other student? Any other
Sir,
student
3x
have other
minus
answer? Please tell me.
Sir, same answer.
Same answer also. Yes, yes, Swani, आपका आंसर कितना है?
Sir, same answer.
Okay,
Reminder 0 or question 3x
okay, good.
minus 2.
Prarthana, yours answer? Prarthana is not there? आपने घर में किया होंगे ना? Okay, same answer, good. He is giving the reply in chat box. Other student? आदर्श, आपके आंसर कितने आए हैं? Did you able to do this division or not? Okay, if you could not done it, then once again, please verify with me. Okay, same answer. Okay, a student. So please say, I'm just going to do the division for this one. Okay, means first I will go for the division. So see how is that? I'm going to calculate px by gx. A student, px is
My
already
identity is equal to
wait, Valino, just wait. Let me just explain for the other student, because it is quite tricky thing. If the student is not able to learn, बाद में उनको बहुत tough लगता है. Valino is a good student. You are able to understand. It is very good thing. So the very first step is to rearrange the given polynomial in descending order of the power of x. It is already in descending order, so nothing to do. Then next is to keep this under the division sign. Minus 2 have to be kept inside, and the divisor is here 2x plus 1. Other student, please verify with me. Okay. Now, what is the very first step? Very first step is the first term of dividend you have to take. It is here 6x square, and first term of divisor you have to take. It is our 2x. These two ratios you have to calculate. Here we are getting, it is getting cancelled 3, and x is also getting only x square. So this is our 3x. Now this 3x have to be written at the top. That will give the first term of quotient. But this 3x have to be multiplied with the entire divisor to get the term for subtraction from the dividend. So multiply this 3x with the 2x plus 1. You will get 3 to the 6x plus 3x.
Plus 3.
So it is 6x square plus 3x. This 6x square plus 3x have to be written below the dividend. So it is our 6x square and plus of 3x. Now you have to change the sign of this. Changing the sign for subtraction, both become negative. Now you have to cancel the first term. It is being cancelled because they are of opposite sign. But other one is minus x and minus 3x. Minus x minus 3x become minus of 4x. And whatever the 2 is there, that you have to carry as it is along with this sign minus of 2. Okay, so this was the first step. Okay, student. Now the same step you have to repeat again. So for the second step, what I have to do, I have to take the first term of this one and first term of the divisor. So first term is 4x and the first term of divisor is the 2x. Along with sign we have to take. It is minus of 2 only because x getting cancelled and it is cancelled by 2. So it is minus of 2. Whatever minus 2 is there, that you write at the top. Okay. So a student, and then this minus 2 have to be multiplied with the entire term of divisor, which is 2x plus 1. So doing this, it becomes minus of 4x minus of 2. So write this minus of 4x minus of 2 in the main division line. It is minus of 4x minus of 2. Now change the sign of this lower one. It will turn plus. This will also turn plus. A student, first term getting cancelled. Also, it is minus 2 plus 2. It become how much? 0. So what we are getting here? A student, it was so simple. Therefore, quotient qx is equals to 3x minus 2 and remainder rx is equals to 0. Now, a student, what we can write by for division algorithm? Therefore, by division algorithm, by formula, that polynomial px can be written as the divisor gx into quotient that will come plus remainder rx. This is the standard formula which is applicable for all kind of division, whether a number or whether a polynomial. Okay, student. So here what we are obtaining, our px was 6x square minus of x minus of 2. And what is our gx? Gx was already given. The divisor is our 2x plus 1. It is the first term or first bracket, and another quotient that we are obtaining is this one. So it is our 3x minus of 2 plus 0. A student, something added to 0 need not write it. So what it becomes? So a student, this implies 6x square minus of x minus of what it was. So let us carry this. Minus of 2 is equals to 2x plus 1, 3x minus 2. Minus of 2 is equals to 2x plus 1 and then 3x minus 2. A student, 0 addition can be neglected. Now what is this? A student, what this was? Observe now carefully. What is this? This is a quadratic polynomial. Now what is this? These are the two linear polynomial. Okay, this is linear polynomial, means the first bracket. So it is the product of two linear polynomial. So when a quadratic polynomial can be written as product of two linear polynomial without adding something, okay, then each of these linear polynomial is a factor. So each of this linear polynomial is a factor of the polynomial px. Therefore, if anyone is asking to you whether 2x plus 1 is a factor of 6x square minus x minus 2 or not, yes,
Yes.
is a
Yes, sir.
factor root of 6x square minus x minus 2. Other factor is also there. What is the other factor that we have obtained by division? So it is our 3x minus 2
Minus 2 is
is
also
a
a factor of
factor of 6x square minus x minus 2. So a student, whether 2x plus 1 is a factor of x square minus x minus 2 or not, how we have decided? We have decided by division method. First, we have divided the given polynomial px by the gx and we are obtaining remainder as 0. It means the gx is a factor. Okay, student? So that was what we had written. So right, therefore in px is equals to gx into q of x plus rx if remainder rx is 0. This implies the polynomial px is gx into qx. So therefore what we have to do? If the polynomial px is given, another polynomial gx is given, if we are dividing this and we are getting remainder is equals to 0, then we can say this gx is a factor of px. Okay, student? From this we can conclude the factor theorem that we will conclude. But the important thing is that if the remainder is becoming 0, then this can be written as product of the two, and gx is a factor of px. So the polynomial px whatever given is a factor, sorry, it have gone for wrong selection, is a factor of px. So this way, whether gx is a factor of px or not, that can be obtained by just dividing it. If remainder is coming as 0, then only it will be a factor. And how to calculate other factor? Other factor is calculated by finding its quotient. Quotient is the other factor that we have seen. By finding quotient q of x. Student, this is what we have learned. By division we have written the, see what was the quotient here. This was the dividend given, this was the divisor given, and we have obtained this quotient. Okay, so the quotient obtained when remainder is 0, then we are able to write this as the product. Then we can write this as the product of this one with the divisor. So this is the other factor that we have calculated. So here we have concluded two things. One is whether given gx is a factor or not, that can be concluded. If remainder is 0, yes, it is a factor. What is the other factor? Other factor is calculated by calculating q of x. Okay, a student, this way we can solve the question. But here another important thing is that how to obtain the zeros by this method. A student, here zeros can be obtained by equating each factor to 0. To 0. Each factor to 0 means this 0 1. Okay, now this 0. Understand what is this? This is important thing. So how to calculate the other factor and how to know what are their zeros? A student, very first thing is you have to convert a quadratic polynomial as the product of two linear polynomials. So these two linear polynomial will be the factor. After that, each of the linear polynomial have to be equated to 0. By that way, we can get the zeros. Example, say, example, above we have written, see, 6x square minus of x minus 2 can be written as product of 3x plus 1 and what was the other? Sorry, 2x plus 1 and 3x minus 2. This is 2x plus 1 and 3x minus 2. So this is how the factor means these two are the linear factor and you are asked to calculate the zeros. Then you have to find zeros of this 6x square minus x minus 2. We are interested to know what are the zeros of this. So a student, for zeros, what is required? How we are calculating the zeros of a polynomial? That polynomial have to be equated to 0. Okay, but this polynomial here can be written as product of two linear factors. This is what we have learned here. The single quadratic polynomial is being written as product of two linear polynomial. So wherever this quadratic polynomial can be equated to 0, it means the product of these two, 2x plus 1 and 3x minus 2 can be equated to 0. Okay, then each of these can be equated to 0. It means 2x plus 1 have to equate to 0 and 3x minus 2 have to be equated to 0. A student, from here we are getting the two equation. We have to solve these two equation separately. So keep this 2x on this side, bring the constant on other side. Then x is equals to minus of 1. These two will come in denominator. So this is one value of x. And solving this one, the other one, a student, 3x minus 2 is equals to 0. Yes, 3x constant have to be sent to other side. So minus 2 will turn into plus 2.
By 3.
Good. So it will be 2. 3 will come in denominator. So therefore, what are the values of x? Therefore,
minus 1 by 2 and 2 by 3.
minus 1 by 2 and 2 by 3.
Very good. X for which this px equated to 0 are what? X equals to minus 1 by 2 and 2 by 3. Means these two values of x are the zeros of the polynomial px. Therefore, zeros are what they are? Minus of 1 by 2 and 2 by 3. These two are the answers. So this way we can calculate the zeros also. A student, here we have converted 6x square minus of x minus of 2 as the product of 2x plus 1 and 3x minus 2 by division method, where one of the polynomial 2x plus 1 was given. But a student, if you could recall our previous classes, then this 6x minus 2 can be converted as product of two bracket by splitting the middle term. Can we do it? A student, can we do it? Tell me. Yes, try to do it, students. So let me go on the next page. So right. Also,
Sir, can
zero.
you
Yes.
repeat that question?
Yeah. Just
Can
see
you
the
repeat
same
that
thing.
question?
Yeah, the same thing I'm going to do here. You continue here. Also calculate zeros by factorization method. A student, whatever the polynomial given was, our px is equals to 6x square minus x minus 2. What is the condition for zeros of a polynomial? The condition is that this px have to be equated to 0. That is the condition. And then that x, from that one we have to calculate. So student, first we have to factorize this. How we can factorize this? Student, factorization I am going to do. So factorize.
Using the middle term.
Very good. For that we have to take ABC. A is coefficient of x square 6. B is coefficient of x minus 1. C is the constant term. It is our minus 2. A student, after that we are multiplying the A with C. It is 6 into minus 2. It is coming as minus of 12. Then we are
Minus 12.
split this minus of 12 into two factors. The factors should be such that their sum should be B. That is the requirement. Okay, so let us take some of the factor. If I am taking, say, this minus 12 can be written as minus 4 into 3. This can also be written as even 4 into minus 3. Though it can also be written as minus 2 into 6 or 2 into minus 6. But which one of these factor is suitable? In this case, if
Minus 4 and
minus 4 plus 3, you are getting minus 1. Yes, it is matching. It is same as this one. Means it is suitable for us. So in very first attempt, we have obtained this. If I am taking the other factor, then that will not give us the result. If we are taking this one, say 4 plus of minus 3. 4 plus of minus 3 means it is 4 minus 3. It is 1 in this case. It is wrong. If I am taking minus 2 plus of 6, it is plus of 4. Means this is wrong. So our choice should be minus 4 plus 3. So considering this, I will go for factorization. Means I can replace minus of 1 by minus 4 plus 3, or this minus of x by minus of 4x plus 3 of x. Okay, student? So this replacement we are going to do here. So therefore, this can be written as 6x square minus of 4x plus of 3x minus of 2. Student, still if you have any doubt, please go with our previous videos. You can get much more detail. Okay? I hope it is clear to everyone. So student, now common from the first two, it is 2 and x is common. What is left is 3x and minus 4x, taking 2 and x common. What will left will be the minus 2 only. And from the next one, nothing is common, means 1 can only be taken common. It simply means that it is 3x minus of 2. After that, whatever this bracket is the same, that bracket we are going to take common, 3x minus 2. Whatever left is 2x plus 1. So a student, what we are obtaining, this polynomial px is 6x square minus x minus 2. This is same as 3x minus 2 and 2x plus 1. A student, this we have obtained by factorization. So this is by factorization method. A student, by division method, where we were considering one of the factor as, or say one of the polynomial as 2x plus 1, we were getting the other polynomial, the same factor. Okay, so this means division method can also be used to get the factor if one of them is known, and on dividing, remainder is coming as 0. Okay, student, that is the lesson learned we have to keep in mind. See, the same thing we have written this by applying the division method. It was this one. The same thing here we have obtained. So this way. Now, for if we want to calculate the zeros, so this, how to calculate the zero or calculate the zeros? So right, for zeros, what we have to do? For zeros, this polynomial px have to be equated to 0, means 6x square minus of x minus 2 have to be equated to 0. This way, 3x minus 2 and 2x plus 1, these two bracket have to be equated to 0. It means this gives the two things. So you write a dividing line. You have to equate this 3x minus 2 is equals to 0 and another 2x plus 1 is equals to 0. Solving from here, this 3x is equals to 2 and x is equals to 2 by 3. And on this side, you will get 2x is equals to minus 1 by 2. X is equals to minus 1 by 2. Therefore, the value of x are 2 by 3, comma minus 1 by 2, or any number can be written first, minus 1 by 2, comma 2 by 3. Okay, so these are the zeros. We can also verify this. How this can be verified? It is zeros or not? So verify this 0 or zeros. A student, how we can verify? So for that, whatever the x value, say minus 1 by 2 is there, or that we have calculated, so these have to be put. The another x value is also 2 by 3. So these two x value have to be put in px. then if the value of px will come as 0, then it will be a zeros. So let me verify. So right, put x equals to minus 1 by 2. What is our p of minus 1 by 2? Student, our polynomial px is what? 6x square minus x minus of 2. So p of minus 1 by 2 means it is 6 minus 1 by 2 square minus of minus 1 by 2 minus of 2. Student, please solve this. It is the fraction. So minus of 1 by 2 square means minus 1 by 2 into minus 1 by 2. It become 1 by 4 plus of 1 by 4. Now there is minus before this bracket, it will turn into plus 1 by 2 and then minus of this 2. See, this 6 and 4, 2 is common. So 2, and here this can be written as 3. So 3 by 2 plus 1 by 2 minus of 2. A student, you have to take the LCM. It will come as 2. Now this 2 have to be divided by the denominator in this 3, which is also 2. So 2 by 2 is 1. So 3 will be multiplied to 1. Again the 2, 1 will multiply to 1. But this 2 here, the denominator is what? 1. So these 2 will go 2 times for the denominator of the 2. So 2 have to be multiplied with 2 times.
Sir,
So
can you
student,
tell it again?
अभी ये हमने फ्रैक्शन का एडिशन कैसे किया? इस फ्रैक्शन के एडिशन का मीनिंग ये रहता है, देखिए सब लोग जरा ध्यान से दीजिए, मैं इस स्टेप को दोबारा करके ओके, इट इज ओके, बट सम ऑफ द स्टूडेंट हैव डाउट. स्टूडेंट, तो अभी आप जरा फिर से ध्यान दीजिए. पहले हम इसको ये कहते हैं कि व्हाट इज दिस 2? 2 के डिनोमिनेटर में क्या है स्टूडेंट? 2 के डिनोमिनेटर में अभी कुछ भी नहीं पता चल रहा है. इसका मीनिंग है डिनोमिनेटर और डिफॉल्ट डिनोमिनेटर इज ऑलवेज 1. नथिंग इज गिवन इन डिनोमिनेटर मींस इट्स डिनोमिनेटर वैल्यू इज 1. सो से राइट दिस एज 3 by 2 plus 1 by 2 minus of 2 by 1. Okay, student? Afterward, you have to calculate the LCM of 2, 2 and 1. This was the method that we were doing in our earlier classes. तो देखिए, ये यदि आप लेंगे तो इसका एलसीएम क्या आता है? एलसीएम इसका 2 ही आता है, क्योंकि इसमें कुछ भी कॉमन नहीं है. यदि आप इसका एलसीएम भी लेते हैं, still you will get the 2 only. It will come 1, 1 and 1. Means LCM is equals to 2. इसी LCM को हम एक सिंगल लाइन के नीचे लिखते हैं. ओके, ये जो 2 हमने यहां लिया, the same 2 is written here. Okay, student? After what is the next step? Student, ध्यान से समझ लीजिए, आपके प्रीवियस क्लास की चीजें हैं. Afterward, what is for the first term? It is 3. So 3 have to be multiplied with which number? Whatever this 2 is here, I am marking in red. So these 2 have to be divided by the denominator of these 3. Students, you are there? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Because on other screen I have lost the connection. Okay, so these 2, when you divide these 2 by the denominator in 2, it will come 1 time. So this 1 have to be written here. Are you getting? The same thing we have to do for the other. Okay, student? The same thing we have to do for the other. So what is there? So see, the next one is addition of 1. This have to be multiplied with which number? Observe again. So this is the 2. I am marking by blue. So these 2 again have to be divided by denominator of this 1. It is again 2. It is coming 1 time. So 1 have to be multiplied with 1. Okay. Now for the next term. So whatever the sign is there, you write that sign only. Okay, student? And that number also. But by which number this should be multiplied? For that you have to take these 2 once again. Whatever is denominator is there, I am rounding this one more. These 2 have to be divided by denominator of the 2. means which is 1. So 2 by 1 is how much? It is 2. Okay, so these two you have to multiply here. Whatever these two you are getting, it is these two. Okay student, now any doubt? I hope I am very much clear. आपको क्लास 6 के लेवल में जाकर के हमने अभी समझाया. आदर्श, आर यू गेटिंग? हाँ आकाश, सबको समझ में आ रहा है ना?
आकाश लेफ्ट सर.
ओके,
हाँ सर.
उनका कुछ नेटवर्क का प्रॉब्लम रहता है. तो स्टूडेंट्स, यू हैव टू टेक केयर ऑफ ऑल दिस थिंग. ये बहुत बेसिक चीज है, ये आपके प्रीवियस क्लासेस की चीजें हैं, बट यदि आपने नहीं ध्यान दिए हैं तो अभी समय है अपने को लर्न करने का. तो कोई बात नहीं है, आप जब भी लर्न करिए. हम और आपके ट्यूशन टीचर इसी के लिए होते ही हैं कि आप इन चीजों को सीखिए. हाँ, सो स्टूडेंट, दिस वे व्हाट इज देयर? 3 into 1 is 3, means you have to write first this bigger line. 3 into 1 is 3, the next 1 into 1 is 1, and next 2 into 2 is 4, and in denominator it is the 2. So what is this? 4 minus 4 by 2, it is 0 by 2. Something divided by 0 is how much? It is 0. So thus what we are getting, P of minus 1 by 2 is coming as 0. This implies x equals to minus 1 by 2 is a what? It is a zeros.
Zeros.
Zero.
A zeros of px. Similarly, we can check x equals to 3 by 2. We will get this P
Sir,
of
2 by
3 by 2 will also come at 0 by doing
Sir,
the
2 by
same
2.
way. Okay, exactly, substituting P of,
Sir, x is equal to 2 by 3.
yes, it is 2 by 3. Okay, so student, by the same procedure you have to do the same thing, you will get this value. Okay, so while getting this value you will, means let me write few things. So you will get like this: 6 of 2 by 3 square minus of 2 by 3. You will get this value, means simplifying this by the same method you will get as 0. So this way you can verify x equals to 2 by 3 is also a 0. So this way you have to take care and you have to verify. Okay student, so whatever we have learned we have to summarize it and we have to do few more questions. आज आपको हमने बहुत सारे चीज प्रीवियस चीजों के साथ कनेक्ट करके आपको हमने बतलाए कि हम जीरो का कैलकुलेशन कैसे कैसे कर सकते हैं. जीरो का कैलकुलेशन हम डिवीजन के हेल्प से भी कर सकते हैं. हम फैक्टराइजेशन कैसे कैसे कर सकते हैं, हम स्प्लिटिंग मिडिल टर्म से कर सकते हैं और दूसरा डिवीजन मेथड से कर सकते हैं. तो यहां हमने आपको बताया स्प्लिटिंग मिडिल टर्म. But earlier we have seen if remainder is coming as 0, then means if remainder is coming as 0, then this can be done by division also by getting its quotient. ये चीज हमने आपको बताया. अभी देखिए इस क्वेश्चंस को और इस कॉन्सेप्ट को आपके बुक में और आपके लेवल में कैसे पूछे जाते हैं. सो लेट अस गो फॉर दोज क्वेश्चंस. स्टूडेंट, वी हैव टू चेक वेदर इट इज अ फैक्टर और नॉट. सो फैक्टर फाइंड आउट करने के लिए यदि मैं डिवीजन मेथड अडॉप्ट करूं, डिवाइड करने पे यदि रिमाइंडर 0 आता है तो भी एक फैक्टर है. यदि मैं स्प्लिटिंग मिडिल टर्म अडॉप्ट करूं और मैं यदि स्प्लिट करते जाऊं तो मेरे को यदि दो फैक्टर्स में स्प्लिट होने के बाद एक फैक्टर वही आता है जो क्वेश्चन में दिया हुआ है तो भी गिवन फैक्टर है. अनदर थिंग, यदि फैक्टर है तो वी हैव लर्न the value of x that we are obtaining is the zeros. Okay, so value of x obtained from the factor are the zeros. So write that note here. It is very important note. The value of x obtained from equating each factor to 0 gives the zeros of polynomial px. स्टूडेंट यहां ये जीरो का मतलब है ये जीरो को हमने इक्वेट किया, ओके ना, और यहां हमें एक्स का वैल्यू मिला, उसको हम जीरो we have adopted here. Same thing I had written also. See, it was this one. So zeros can be calculated by equating each of the factor to 0. So this is the other important thing that we have to keep in mind. Okay, student. So this is the important concept. So this concept is named as factor theorem. Factor theorem is nothing but factor theorem simply tells that if you are given with a factor of a given polynomial, then whatever the value of x that you can obtain from the factor, that will also be a zeros of given polynomial. So let us go for the factor theorem. तो देखिए फैक्टर थ्योरम आपको बताते हैं, फिर हम उस पे बेस्ड क्वेश्चन करेंगे. तो फैक्टर थ्योरम, फैक्टर थ्योरम स्टेटमेंट लिखने से पहले आप इसको समझ लीजिए कि एनी पॉलिनोमियल px can be broken into two factors, two or more factors. Say one factor is gx, another factor is your qx.
QX.
When the remainder rx is equals to 0.
RX is
यही जो
equal to 0.
हमारा, yes, this was what the division algorithm, that when remainder was becoming 0, then the polynomial can be written as product of two linear factors. Each of these were the factor, or each of these two linear polynomial are the factor of the quadratic polynomial px. Okay, student? So this statement is nothing but the factor theorem. There is other way of stating the same statement. A student, whatever we have learned here, say if gx is a factor, gx अपने को यदि कोई फैक्टर है, then you find value of x, find x from equating gx to 0. तब आप gx को 0 इक्वेट करके x का वैल्यू निकालिए, ठीक है? Are you getting? Then you have to equate this gx to 0 and you have to calculate the value of x. Then this x will be a zeros of this px. Then x will be a zeros, or will be a 0 of p of x. When this x
Sir?
Sir.
Sir, are you there?
Sir.
listen carefully. Hello.
Sir.
Yeah, I am here. Are
We
you
could not
getting?
hear you. Sir, we could not hear you.
Yes, students, are you getting me? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Now
sir.
is it okay? Hello. All the students are able to listen me?
Now I am getting, sir.
1 minute ago we were not able to hear you.
Sir, we can hear you, sir.
Okay, but now I think I am audible to everyone. Okay, so a student, listen what I was saying. What is this factor theorem? Factor theorem is nothing but whatever the division that we have learned, if the remainder is coming at 0 at that time, the polynomial can be written as product of two factors. It is one way of writing. Another way is that if gx is a factor, then whatever the value of x calculated from gx equated to 0, then that x will also satisfy this px. Means that x will also be the 0 of this px. So how to state that? For that, at your level, you have to take the linear polynomial. Say this gx is, say, x plus a is a factor of px, then what you have to do? Better to take the minus. In your book it is minus. If you are taking plus, then also you will get the same result. That doesn't make any difference. So x minus a, say the gx is given as x minus a is a factor of px, then this p of a will be 0. This is nothing but this is same as this one. Whatever statement I have explained, it is the same. Understand what I have explained above and how it is written in your book. See here, students, you are there. Gx is good.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
X
sir.
minus
Yes, sir.
a. Student, you have to equate this gx to 0. So when this gx is equals to 0, what does it mean? X minus a is equals to 0. Means what is the value of x? So x value
X is
is
equal to
a.
plus a.
Yes. Now you have to put, so putting x equals to a in p of x, we get, so this value of x means x equals to a will be a 0 of px. P of a will be 0. Okay, it is this one. So whatever I have explained, the same is this. So the thing is that for equating or for finding whether gx is a factor of px or not, very first step that you have to do is you have to equate the gx equals to 0. This is the first step. Then you will calculate the value of x. This is the second step. Afterward, you will put the value of x in px. This will be our third step. So these are the 3 steps that we have to follow. Okay, student? So if on substituting x equals to a, we are getting the value of pa is 0, then only this x minus a is a factor. If this x means p of a is not coming at 0, if this p of a is not equals to 0, this implies x minus a cannot be a factor.
Not a fact.
So this is our factor theorem. स्टूडेंट, मैं अभी आपको बुक का लेकर के क्वेश्चन आपको दिखलाता हूं और बुक के स्टेटमेंट आपको लेकर के मैं दिखलाता हूं. So let us go to our, this is our textbook, so that you will feel confident that whatever we are learning is exactly in line with our textbook. It is our remainder theorem. There will be some factor theorem also. Zeros of a polynomials, checking whether it is a factor or not, zeros or not, Where is your factor theorem? It is our remainder theorem. How to get the remainder? Yes, student, first I am telling you the factor theorem. So students, see, it is our factor theorem. In your book, whatever I have explained too much, emphasizing, that is written in compact fashion. See, what is this factor theorem? So factor theorem is represented like this. A student, see, what is here? So Px is a polynomial, it is given of degree greater than 1. Obviously, the quadratic can be reduced to 2 linear. And x minus a is a factor of Px if P of a is equals to 0. Okay? The reverse is that if P of a is equals to 0, then x minus a is a factor. See, whatever the second that I was talking is this one, it is written this one. And whatever the first I was talking was this one. See, a student, you can observe it is this one. This statement is this one. Get it? So whatever these two statements that we have learned, it is written in that fashion. So student, how to check whether given polynomial or linear polynomial is a factor of other higher degree polynomial or not? For that, let me take one question. Let me take from your textbook itself or from our exemplar book itself. There are so many questions. Last day we were doing this factorization, all these things we have already done. Students, we have taken. So that x plus 3 is a factor of this, 2x minus 3 is a factor of this. So student, whatever these questions are there, all are based on the same concept. देखिए यहाँ भी जो इतने सारे क्वेश्चन है ये आपको सेम ही कॉन्सेप्ट पे बेस्ड हैं. ये जो क्वेश्चंस हैं, let me copy this to a new page also. Students, these are our exemplar problem exercise 2.3. Yes. Students, see here. We have to check whether this is a multiplier of this one or not. Means we will go for dividing. If remainder will come at 0, I can write this px as multiple of gx multiplied by something other. Then it become a multiplier. So factor or multiplier mean the same thing. So whether it is a factor or whether it is a multiplier, only the sense is different. The two linear factor is called, or two linear polynomial formed from the quadratic polynomial is the factor. But the quadratic polynomial is called as the multiplier of this linear polynomial. Meaning is the same, just looking reverse wise. So student, let me solve the question number 16 first. Then I will come for this 15 also. सिक्सटीन्थ क्वेश्चन स्टूडेंट, ये देखिए, इसके मैं सेकेंड क्वेश्चन को आपको करके दिखलाता हूं. यू हैव टू चेक और यू हैव टू शो दिस इज अ फैक्टर ऑफ दिस वन और नॉट. दिस यू हैव टू शो. सो व्हाट यू हैव टू डू, whatever the given 2x minus 3 and the other one is our x plus 2x square माइनस 9x² प्लस 12। स्टूडेंट देखिए, the smaller degree polynomial that you have to consider as gx, it is our 2x minus 3, and the bigger degree polynomial you have to write that as px, but write in descending order of the degree. So 2x cube is there, so write this as 2x cube as the first term. Next one is x square term minus 9x square term, then write plus of x, then write plus of 12. Now for checking this as a factor, means we want to check whether gx is a factor of px or not. Means we want to see whether gx is a factor of px or not. This thing I want to know. For that, what is the step that we have learned? The very first step that we have to do is equate gx to 0. So write, make gx is equals to 0. Whatever the value of x that we will get, means 2x minus 3 is equated to 0. What is the value of x from here? 2x is equals to 3, bringing this 3 on the other side. X is equals to 3 by 2. This is the first step. In next step, then the second step is that you have to put x is equals to 3 by 2 in px and simplify. This we are going to do. So therefore, what we are going to calculate? P of 3 by 2. How we can calculate? By substituting in this px. 2, 3 by 2 whole cube. Student, this calculation is very important, or simplification. Minus of 9, 3 by 2 square plus of 3 by 2 plus of 12. So this way, in place of x, in px, I have substituted 3 by 2. How I have obtained this 3 by 2? By equating the gx equals to 0, we have calculated the value of x. And that value of x is substituted in our px. So this is like our PA. Now simplify this, what we are getting. So it is like 2 into 3 3s are 9, 3s are 27 by 8 minus 9 into 3 3s are 9 by, it is 4 plus 3 by 2 plus of 12. A student, you have to simplify this carefully. So this can be cancelled, it become 4 times. So it become like 27 by 4 minus 9 9s are 81 by 4. Next one is 3 by 2 plus of 12. A student, can you simplify this? This plus of 12 means whatever the method I had just told you.
12 by 1.
Very good. So it is our 12 by 1. जिन बच्चों को नहीं आता है, डोंट बी एफ्रेड. हमारे कुछ बच्चे ऐसे भी हैं जो 6-7 में नहीं ध्यान दिए हैं. माय डियर स्टूडेंट, डोंट बी एफ्रेड ऑफ सच कैलकुलेशन. अभी राइट नाउ यू हैव टू स्ट्रगल. अभी आप कोशिश करिए, अभी सीख लीजिए. द अल्टीमेट पर्पस इज गोइंग फॉर 10th 11th हायर स्टैंडर्ड. हाँ, तो अभी आप सीख लेंगे तो ये चीजें 10th में और हर जगह यूज आने वाली है. ओके, सो कोई भी बच्चे जिनको नहीं आ पाता है, घबराइए नहीं. आप मेरे साथ जैसे जैसे मैं करता हूं आप करिए, और ये सेम तरीका आप घर में अप्लाई करिए. यू विल गेट द आंसर, एंड बाय दैट प्रैक्टिस यू विल लर्न न्यू थिंग्स. सो स्टूडेंट, अब इसको कैसे करेंगे? एलसीएम का एडिशन करना है. या तो आप एलसीएम का एडिशन करिए, या सबका डिनोमिनेटर आप सेम कर लीजिए. ये भी एक मेथड होता है. but I never advise to going for the same multiplying numerator denominator. That is also a method जो कि क्लास 6-7 में कुछ कुछ टीचर बतलाते हैं, but this is the most general, okay, by taking the LCM. So it is our 4. अभी आप ये देखिए, आप इस 4 को जो हमने बड़े लाइन के नीचे लिखा, इस 4 को 27 के नीचे जो 4 है उससे आप डिवाइड करें तो कितना टाइम जाएगा? ओनली 1 टाइम जाएगा. So 27
One
have to
time.
be multiplied with 1 time. माइनस साइन का माइनस साइन लिखेंगे. अभी दूसरे टर्म के लिए आते हैं, मीन्स 81/4. Now the 4 which is below the bigger line, that have to be divided by the 4 which is below the 81. So 81 में ये 4 कितना टाइम गया? 1 टाइम गया, तो 1 टाइम. नेक्स्ट वन इज प्लस ऑफ 3, बट इसको किससे मल्टीप्लाई करना है? तो ये जो 4 है, इस 4 को आप इस 2 से डिवाइड करिए, ये 2 टाइम जाता है. गुड, सो इट विल बी 2 टाइम. नेक्स्ट वन इज प्लस ऑफ 12. अभी इसी 4 को हमें किससे डिवाइड करना है? इस 1 से डिवाइड करना है. तो 4 1 जा 4 मींस इट विल गो 4 टाइम. स्टूडेंट, इतना सिंपल रहता है. तो माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, डू नॉट गेट अफ्रेड. यहाँ घबराने की बात नहीं है. अभी आप नए हैं, क्लास 9th में ये सब चीजें आपको सीखने हैं, एंड सारे के सारे कॉन्सेप्ट हम आगे यूज करने वाले हैं, इवन अपने दूसरे चैप्टर्स में, अपने क्लास 10th में एंड हायर स्टैंडर्ड में. Students, so what it become? It become very simple. Denominator remain the 4. It is 27 minus of 81 plus of 6 plus of
48.
very good.
48.
Yes. So total. Now how to do that? अभी इसको भी बहुत सारे हमारे बच्चे गलत करते हैं. तो आप चाहिए तो पहले एक सब्ट्रैक्शन कर लीजिए, या सेम नंबर वाले को आप ऐड कर लीजिए. 27 plus 6 plus 48, ये सेम नंबर है, मींस ऑल ऑफ दीज आर एडिशन. तो अब आप पहले इसको ऐड कर लीजिए. तो 27 plus 6 करिए प्लस ऑफ 48 करिए. अभी आपको ये एडिशन आते हैं, तो ये यानी सेम साइन वाले को आप पहले ऐड कर लीजिए. ये कितने हो जाएंगे? 8 plus 6 14 plus 7 become 21.
Sir, 0/4.
Okay, just wait. So I'm just make the other people load. So you just go for adding this positive term. You will get 8 plus 6 is 14 plus 7 is 21. Carry is 2. So these 2, and these 4. 2 2s are 4, 4s are 8. It is our 81. Okay, student. इतना सिंपल है. So 81 माइनस, ये देखिए नेगेटिव साइन वाला जो हमारा -81 है वो यहाँ पे है ही, by 4. So how much it become? 0/4. 0/4 is how much? 0. So thus, what we are getting?
Zeros.
Thus, good. X is equals to 3/2 is a 0 of this px, and जब आप इन्हीं को रीअरेंज कर लेते हैं, 2x minus 3 is a factor of px. यही चीज, क्योंकि हमने x इक्वल्स टू 3/2 कहां से निकाला है बच्चों? ये हमने इसी जो gx का वैल्यू है 2x minus 3, इसको 0 इक्वेट करके निकाला था. सो यदि मैं इसे रिवर्स करूं तो देन वी कैन गेट 2x minus 3. So therefore this is the factor of our px. So this way you have to do it. Okay student?
Yes,
तो ये
sir.
क्वेश्चंस आप घर में करेंगे. आई होप आप घर में थोड़ा प्रैक्टिस करिए. इन वीडियो को आप देखते करके हेल्प लेकर करके आप क्वेश्चन करिए. The other, determine which of the following is the px is a factor. तो यहां देखिए, यहां पे आप x इक्वल्स टू 2 पुट करेंगे, ठीक है, पहले में दूसरे में. आप देखेंगे जिसमें ये वैल्यू x इक्वल्स टू 2 पुट करने पे यदि ये 0 आता है तो फैक्टर है x minus 2. यदि 0 नहीं आता है तो ये नहीं है फैक्टर. ओके, सो यू प्लीज ट्राई दिस इन होम, यू कैन गेट. नाउ स्टूडेंट, कमिंग फॉर दिस फर्स्ट में 16 का फर्स्ट, देखिए यहां हम आपको हिंट देते हैं. यहां से हमारा x का वैल्यू क्या निकलेगा? x का वैल्यू हमारा -3. वेरी गुड. सो हियर you have to equate x plus 3 equals to 0. Then you will get x equals to -3. तो अभी आपको यहाँ पे क्या कैलकुलेट करने रहेंगे? p of -3 कैलकुलेट करना है. p of minus 3 क्या है? What is our px? px जो हमने, now it is our this one. This is our p of x. So this is equals to
69 plus 11 into 3.
वेरी गुड. यहां पे चाहिए था px को आप ऑर्डर में लिख लीजिए. इट इज आवर एक्स क्यूब माइनस ऑफ एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस ऑफ 11x प्लस ऑफ
Plus of 69.
अब आपको यहाँ पे ये पुट करने हैं -3 का क्यूब
Minus 3 cube.
माइनस ऑफ 3 स्क्वायर प्लस ऑफ
Plus 11 into 3.
11
Minus 3.
into what? -3. Student, it is
Minus
minus
3.
yes into minus of 3 plus of 69.
Plus
स्टूडेंट
69.
आप इसको जब पुट करते जाएंगे तब आप क्या देखेंगे? फर्स्ट वन इज 3 3s are 9 3s are 27 but
Minus
sign
27.
become negative minus of 27.
Minus.
Next one is 3 3s are 9, though -3 into -3 it become
Plus.
plus, but before
So
that
it
there
is
is
minus
minus,
9.
so it is minus of 9. Now 11 into minus of 3 minus of 33.
Minus
Okay.
33.
Yes, then plus it is
Plus
our
69.
69. Yes, student, it is our
69.
69. Yes, it is our 69. स्टूडेंट अब आप जरा इसको सिंप्लीफाई करके देखिए कितना आ रहा है अभी अपने को. तो आप देखेंगे ये माइनस साइन वाले सबके सब सेम है. अब आप इसे ऐड करिए. यू विल गेट -27 minus of 33 means minus of 60 minus 9 minus of 69 and next one is plus of 69. What is this two? Adding these two you will get 0. So this
0.
way you will get that this x equals to -3 is a 0
Zeros of polynomial.
and the polynomial x plus 3 is a factor. Okay, so this is how you can tell the zeros and you can tell the factors. Okay students, so question are very simple. A student, if you go for this question number 15, in 15 what you have to do, a student, whether this px is a multiplier of gx or not, means px can be written as gx multiplied by some qx
Into
or not.
QX.
तो अभी आप यहाँ पे क्या करेंगे? आप घर में ये करेंगे कि px को आप इस gx से पहले डिवाइड करेंगे. ओके, यदि आप डिवाइड करेंगे एंड रिमाइंडर यदि 0 आते हैं then this gx is a factor or px is a multiplier, then px is multiplier of gx. यदि रिमाइंडर 0 नहीं आते हैं तो ये नहीं होगा. Okay students, so this is the criteria that have to be followed for multiply. तो आप यहां पे इसका दोनों का डिवीजन कर करके चेक करेंगे. डिवाइड करने पे यदि रिमाइंडर 0 आता है तो मल्टीप्लायर है, यदि डिवाइड करने पे 0 नहीं आता है तो मल्टीप्लायर नहीं है. So whatever we have learned that here, if Rx equals to 0, then Px is equals to Gx into Qx, the same thing. So Gx is a factor of Px. The other factor can be calculated. At the same time, reverse way, it is also called as, and this Px is a multiplier of Gx. तो ये देखिए, just speaking wise or writing wise there is a difference, but meaning is the same thing. So px is a bigger polynomial, so always a bigger number is multiplier of a smaller number. Okay, so bigger polynomial px will be multiplier of gx if it can be written as product of that gx. This can happen only if remainder is coming as 0, and the smaller polynomial gx is called the factor of px. So student, please do this question as your homework, and next day we will continue with the remainder theorem and surely we are able to finish this chapter. And इसके हम आपको
Okay, sir.
और भी आपको क्वेश्चंस डिस्कस करेंगे यदि आपको डाउट रहते हैं तो. So write down this as the homework. स्टूडेंट होमवर्क भी यदि क्या दिया हुआ है नहीं दिया हुआ रहता है, यू कैन व्यू इन दिस वीडियो इटसेल्फ, इट विल बी अवेलेबल टू यू पीपल. तो देखिए मैं दूसरा भी और भी देता हूं अभी आपको अपने टेक्स्ट बुक का. स्टूडेंट्स, डिटरमिन व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग पॉलिनोमियल x प्लस 1 इज अ फैक्टर. सेम चीजें है, x इक्वल्स टू 1 आप इस समय पुट करते जाएंगे, यदि 0 आएगा तो फैक्टर होगा, यदि नहीं आएगा तो नहीं होगा. ओके स्टूडेंट, तो इफ इट इज अ फैक्टर, हम क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 आपको बाद में करके आपको दिखाते हैं, एंड फैक्टराइजेशन भी क्यूबिक पॉलिनोमियल का आपको बाद में करके दिखलाते हैं. So do exercise question number 1 and 2. आप ये घर में करिए. These are the simple question. जितना चीज आपको सिखाया जा रहा है. हाँ बोलिए. Yes, 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 tell me.
Okay, sir.
So this is the other homework. This is our textbook.
No, sir, I was not able to hear your voice.
Okay, now are you able to listen me? Okay. Hello, students, are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
First one, no?
student, please do only these 2 question of your textbook. Okay. जितना आपको होमवर्क दिया जाता है उतने के उतने, और जहां जहां से आपको दिए जाते हैं उतने आप करते जाइए. बाकी हम सारे के सारे हर क्वेश्चन वी विल कवर, एवरी क्वेश्चन वी विल कवर, बट एट द करेक्ट पॉइंट, ताकि आपको डिफिकल्ट भी नहीं लगे एंड आप सीख भी जाएंगे. सो एक्सरसाइज टेक्स्ट बुक का 2.4 क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 and 2, एंड एग्जाम्पलर का एक्सरसाइज 2.3 question number 15, 16, 17. Okay, student, this is our
Sir, we are done.
exemplar.
Sir, we are done.
You have already done 15, 16 and 17 of these 3.
All the 40 questions we are done.
Okay, very good. If you have done, then whatever the doubt, please ask me next day, and the other student who could not do it, please try once more. Okay student, so this is your homework. Next day we will meet. We are left with only one topic, that is called remainder theorem and factorization of cubic polynomial. Okay, ये दो छोटे छोटे टॉपिक है, नेक्स्ट क्लास में हम फिनिश कर लेंगे. इवन दिस चैप्टर वाज आल्सो बिट लेंदी, अदरवाइज बाकी आगे के चैप्टर्स बहुत छोटे छोटे हैं. मैथ्स के पहले 2 चैप्टर बहुत ही लंबे हैं. ओके, बाकी चैप्टर बहुत छोटे हैं. आप देखेंगे 4 से 5 क्लास में, 3 to 4 क्लास और 4 to 5 क्लास, वी आर वेरी कंफर्टेबली वी आर एबल टू फिनिश दिस class. Okay student, so we will move faster in our later chapters.